Alright folks, Steve Fung here. Request was made on the Android Army Facebook page that I do a routing or how to route the Nexus 7. Routed a few that I have here. And I'm going to do the last one on camera so you get an idea of the process. So there's this Nexus 7 routing toolkit that I downloaded from XDA developers forums. I'm going to put the link to this thread in the description. When you download the zip file and you extract it, you're going to see something like this. You launch the root. Well, if you don't have the drivers installed, you go ahead and install the drivers to your 2 or 64-bit based on your OS. And then you launch the root.exe. One thing to note is that this, if your bootloader is locked, which it probably is if you just got your Nexus 7, it's going to wipe everything on the tablet. So yeah, it doesn't wipe your pictures or anything like that. It just wipes your user data. So you may want to back up anything else you have there. So you press any key to continue. Basic disclaimer. To tell you to make sure you have your drivers installed. You press any key to continue. To tell you please enable the USB debugging on your device. So I'm going to show you that now. Since there's no physical menu button, you gotta go into the menu. You go to settings. And then we go to developer options right here, and we turn on the switch at the top. We hit OK, and then we turn on, where is it, USB debugging. When you do that now, you're gonna see your PC started to install some fresh set of drivers. I think because mine are done already, it's not gonna do it. But I'm gonna unplug the tablet and plug it back in just to be safe. So just bear with me fiddling there a second. Alright, so you press next to continue. It's going to tell you connect your tablet via USB and do not restart. So do not unplug it until the process is finished. You choose if your device is locked or unlocked, your bootloader. If you're not sure, you just hit the first option, which is number 1. It's going to say waiting for the device. So your device is automatically going to restart. It's going to come to this screen. Um, yeah, whereas here should be waiting for device. So when you get back down here, you're going to see an option asking if you want to unlock your bootloader. Now one thing you're going to notice, which some people may panic, is that you can't click yes or no. You have to use your power button on the side. Over here, you press that, and then you see unlocking bootloader. Well, unlocking now is actually what you see there. It's very tiny, so some people tend to miss it and think the device is stuck. Don't restart. On the screen, you're going to see the process, so you know something is actually happening. Alright. Alright, so that's done. They ask you to press any key to continue. You do that, it restarts the device. Now, puts you back fresh because unlocking the bootloader requires for it to wipe your device. So the next option they tell you to do is to set USB debugging back on, because since the system was set back to factory, obviously USB debugging will be back off. So we let it boot. You have to go through the initial setup. You notice the little lock here is not completely joined, which is a symbol indicating that it's unlocked, or the bootloader is unlocked. So just gonna wait for this to boot up. So all the one here is already done. So while this boots, let's look at this. I've installed that trigger on it. Really enjoying the way this runs. It's very, very fast and snappy. Very, can't go wrong with this at all. Still booting over here, but let's fool around over here in the meanwhile. So since it's a factory set, is essentially doing a first boot. So when it comes out, you're gonna have to set back out your Apparently it doesn't let you go forward unless you start at least your Wi-Fi. Before you could just skip past that part, but that doesn't seem to be an option anymore. Alright, so we're here. We hit the big play button. As you notice, the buttons are disabled and you can only put your Wi-Fi. So if you don't have access to Wi-Fi, you really don't want to be doing this. So not to show my Wi-Fi password for you guys to come and leech off of me. You'll notice on the screen it's saying set back up the thing and things so you could start the process again. So the Wi-Fi is connecting. Once we pass this step, we're gonna go set up the debugging mode again, and then it's going to, after we set debugging mode again, it's going to start up. So I'm just going to say no here and not no because I don't want to set this up. And just hit next for Google Location Services, and just skip this part where I set my name up, and it's telling me services are done set up, so I complete. Okay, so we go and I'll hit OK again. Right, that's a tutorial. Hit settings. I go back to developer options, turn back on development mode, enable the USB debugging. I hit OK. Alright, now it's ready. And I come back here and I press any key on the keyboard. I have to choose either root plus Clockwork Mode Recovery, or if just install Clockwork Mode Recovery only. In this case, I want to root and install Clockwork Mode Recovery, so I'm going to hit 1. Or then I ask you, sorry, if you want to use Super User or Super SU. I use Super User because I'm old school. But either is fine. It's going to tell you waiting for the voice. As you hit the any key, it's going to come out of this screen. Alright, so it does its thing here, and it tells you, please wait a few seconds, the recovery will boot and flash SU automatically. So we're just going to wait. Recovery is up. So you see on your screen, you see a driver being installed. It says the configuration tool was run successfully. Hope it was easy. Press any key to continue. Alright, so I'm going to double check and make sure this is actually rooted, because the last time I did it on the other two devices, not sure if I did something wrong. The root process was not done, and I had to rerun the second half of the process after the unlock bootloader. So just going to boot this up and make sure it's SU is in the program tray, just to ensure it's done. So we're just going to let that boot. The trigger isn't done downloading it. I'll show you how it runs on here. Probably gonna do it on another video. I was pulling up Google Plus. Oh, here it is. So we're unlocked. Right, so as you can see, the super user is not here. So what I did, for the other two tablets, I had to go back and run the process, at least the last part of the process again. So I'll just show you what I did. This part, this second time, it doesn't wipe, nor does it require too much. So hit any key, hit any key, hit any key, hit any key, hit any key. Choose unlocked. Choose option number 1, and option number 1 again. Press enter. This time the device restarts. That's basically the same thing, but on the screen you can see the code going across, indicating that it is going. Alright, it booted the Clockwork Mode Recovery. It's on this, right, so now you see, this you didn't see before. It actually did something this time, and you're seeing it being flashed on the tablet. I think you guys missed that, but you can see a little robot come up with his innards spinning, which was a clear indication that it was actually done that time. So we're going to check the SU again just to make sure it's done this time. Well, I have found on one of the tablets, specifically this one, the Wi-Fi drops in and out. What I'm going to do is a factory reset on it just to make sure everything works fine. You get your congratulations on screen. Press any key to get rid of it. Let's check here. As you can see, we have our super user here, so we're successfully rooted. Alright guys, that was the end of the how to root your Nexus 7 video. Give a thumbs up and subscribe. Hope you guys like it. More videos to come.